And this right here is where we're gonna call it for this. Uh, Actually, I've been recording for just about 2 hours. I'm close to the end, and so I might as well continue on a little bit. The elevator shook violently as it descended at an ever-increasing rate.
Hey.
We're in a normal elevator that shakes this bad. Now we're down to 3, 6, 8. It reminds me how efficient that elevator in the funhouse was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true. The elevator continued to shake. It descended deeper and deeper. And suddenly, it stopped, like it always does. And the door opened.
Well now, I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial ground. But it's so exhausting to discuss useless things, so let's just get on with it already. So sad. My chest hurts.
My throat hurts.
Forcing everyone to do this is so sad.
Hey, come on now.
Hey, don't go talking without permission after I've said my catchphrase.
Now I'm really angry.
Otherwise, I'll roll a dice, and based on the results, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times.
That would be offensive to certain people nowadays.
Hey,
What an extreme punishment!
now then.
Now then, let's get on with it once again. Let's get a move on, boys and girls.
So it begins. I hope this would never happen again. Now it's happening for the 4th time. The curtains to the 4th class trial is about to open. Nekomaru need I, the ultimate team manager. He was more passionate, more daring, more honest than anyone I've ever met. Truly, he's more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Kane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally gotten used to his new form, Nekomaru's killer. It's one of us. Killing someone because it's the only way to survive is no excuse. I won't let this be excused. I won't forget this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, who betrayed their friends, I will never, ever forgive them. And so, this life-threatening trial, filling with hope and despair, has begun. Yes, I'd like to save. I'll just save for this. Alright, skills. Handbook. I know we got some more stuff we can get. We got 9 of them. Okay, so what would be best? Influence. Sure, we can get this. Now, you can only put 4. Excellent blade, cannot be combined with fine sword, which we don't have. Sharpness increased by 5, sharpness increased by 2. Clock up, max speed. So increase the influence gauge, focus gauge. I think probably be Wait. Just make sure, envious influence, envious influence, envious influence. No, we don't have envious influence, okay? So I think probably get this. Okay. Set the skills. Gauge the rape. Okay, put that on. Got this, so... Okay, so that's everything we got so far. Yeah, with 3 points left to spare. Okay. Well, what did the bomb say? An intense survival game awaited at the funhouse. Right when everyone had their backs to the wall, Nekomaru was killed. The barrier to the final dead room has been broken, and the ultimate weapon rises from its deep sleep. Alright, let's do this. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt this video real quick, but got new merch. Save the 7 shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies are available right now at my shop. Links will be down in the description below. Get your hands on a shirt. Comes in multiple colors, and hopefully you guys can enjoy it. Feels really great. Feels really nice on the skin, and really hope you guys enjoy it. Now, back to the video.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go! Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Sure.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Are you sure about that?
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the 3 of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after.
Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too. From Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
Vertically or horizontally?
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions. The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Like?
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... I mean... I think it's just the hammer is just a red herring, right? Or the pillar? Is that what he's trying to imply?
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
Hey.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Really?
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
Yeah, the new look
weapon is
hammer.
decided.
No. The hammer in the tower was the weapon. Like he said, it looks like that's the case, but no, the hammer
Guess
is
we should
new.
Figure out the weapon first.
It wasn't been used.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
It's new, so it means no one used it.
No, I can't accept that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
With what? And when we find that before?
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster.
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Sure.
I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, then kill
I
it.
see!
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon! Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar!
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yep, and did nothing.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So you're saying that he killed himself?
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
Yeah, just use it and bash his own head in, right?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid! He ain't the type to commit suicide!
Then what are you implying?
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
What you talking about, Sonia?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Okay. Oof.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the
Really?
pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar. Is that really it?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, It probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
I'm not really understanding this. What about the wire
There's
then?
no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
That wire
What
is
about
pretty
tipping the pillar
important.
over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
I feel like it has to be. No, it can't be.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Cause like,
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
cause there were fragments
Even I
underneath
could probably
him,
tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight,
so that means
it
the
probably
pillar
exerted a
had
ton
to
of
be
force.
broken,
Sonia, you
on the
go,
ground.
girl!
right?
I'm getting hella excited!
There's no need to
Yeah, I
lift
feel
that
like
pillar.
the fragments has to be it, right?
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No,
There we
that's
go.
wrong.
Yeah.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Yeah, he was perfectly clean, but there were fragments underneath his body. So that means the pillar had to be broken before he was on the ground, and not after.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened. I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
It's your gut feeling, huh?
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual.
Oh no, he's going to the press phase again.
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you?
He found out I was telling this.
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon!
There goes this Chunibyo thing again.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
Yep, sure, buddy. Sure, buddy.
It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon!
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
Bro, she's going along with it, just like.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this. Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Sweet!
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
For sure. For shizzle, my nizzle. For rizzle. The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Okay. So what's contradicting that? So I'm guessing it would be like the
In truth, Strawberry Tower
door?
and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
What was Furihiko's account again? Okay, no, that's not gonna be helpful. This whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but that was the only mystery. Then there's no way Nagito would mention it here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret.
And what's the strange feeling in the tower? What's that? Regardless of whether you enter from
Secret of the
I
funhouse.
feel like that has to be it, right?
Is that really it?
It's
What
weird
would
to
be
say they're
the
both the same
best
place.
statement to go
I
towards
mean, the
that?
walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
In truth, Strawberry Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Okay, I'm not really sure if I should absorb one of them or fire the statement towards it. 'Cause, like, again, like, all this stuff makes sense, at least to me. So, like, do I go with that or do I not?
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Whole time, but that
In truth,
like
Strawberry
this
Tower
has
and
to be it,
Grape
right?
Tower
So
are actually the exact same place.
yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Huh?
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
I mean, from the evidence, yeah, but like, why would I don't get this.
Why are you asking that now? Do you?
Hajime,
Oh,
I
my
won't
bad.
tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
I mean, maybe.
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down!
Oh, telling bow down, really?
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower,
How?
but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
As well as the oil?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, oil on the floor. How can you recreate the oil? Okay.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Oh, dude. As Spectre of a Princess, she's overcoming my arguments with great confidence. Yeah.
There are many different ways.
Yeah,
The
just
body
you
and
got
the
the
pillar
oil
could have
for
been
it. That'd be
moved.
impossible to
The pillar could
recreate.
have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Oh, dang it.
There are
Yeah,
many
yeah.
different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Bruh. Right, I keep on missing one of the slashes.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
There we go. Ugh, gotta
Moving
be
the
very
body and the pillar in
precise.
such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
No, there's definitely a hole in what she just said. They show her the evidence that contradicts that.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
No.
The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Allow me
There
to
we
cut
go.
through those words.
How can you recreate the oil?
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
To be in the exact same place, in the exact same position that we saw it initially. Impossible.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
Thinking of something, Chiaki?
No idea, huh?
Mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But you don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. And the only thing we can do is rely on one person who has those clues. Hey, Nagito.
Hey, Nagito.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Are we talking about the life-threatening
I
game?
see.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
And that was...
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved the small digital camera from his inner pocket. And see, this is wild. Like, it cuts. Like when we were there, we didn't see any of this. It just cuts.
See? This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture?
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Thinking time. What doesn't make sense in this picture? I mean, it's the fact that we can see the top of trees, right?
Here! You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Naito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Well, if it's the first floor of the Strawberry House, then this would be connected to the hall, and then this would be the tower, right? I mean, there had to be something here, right?
Here!
Yeah. Okay, so it's the wrong area.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
But there is no other tower there.
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it.
Yep.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? See? Talking about that one time? Oh yeah. Because he could just show up.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse structure? The reason Naruto appeared from the third floor, using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so how did he get here from the third floor? Just gotta remember the moves again. Whoop. Yeet, jump, ooh, slide out of the way, slide out of the way. First question. Oh, you suck. Oh, come on. Need better controls. Okay, question 1. Do the Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? Yeah, they both exist. Because obviously we were there, so they have to exist. Now they say, something like, do the towers exist? Then that'd be a no. Oop. Okay, question 2. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building or two different buildings? They are currently the same building. Because I saw there's no other towers here, so they have to be the same building. Alright, go faster. Boom. Okay, what's the next question? Next question. Okay, question 3. How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? They're positioned vertically. They're right on top of each other. That's the only way he could do this. So, Strawberry House and Grape House both exist. Grape House and Strawberry House are the same building, and they are positioned vertically with each other.
It's all coming together. got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There is only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
Yep.
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Yep. Where Strawberry House located? It is floors below Grape House. No. I was thinking, oh, no, Grape House is below.
Crap.
No. Strawberry House is above Grape House.
I see.
That's how he gets down from there.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
Man, that is whack, dog.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
Yeah, and?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it?
They fit right on top of each other.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believe the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd!
For those who don't know, it's a reference to Punk'd, which is a reality prank show where Ashton Kutcher pranks other celebrities. Yeah.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Bro, she doesn't care about you at all. Just stop.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is a clean energy drink that's made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or inks like other energy drinks. I just got myself the Dubby sample pack, which comes with this little tumbler, and also comes with 4 flavor packs. Got the Peach and Beach, or Beach and Peach. Comes with the Dub Squat, Sludge, my bad, Sludge. I'm reading it backwards. Then we got the Dragonade. I should probably look at it first, then do a thing. And then the Galaxy Grenade. So we're gonna try one of these today, and I'll tell you how I honestly think about it. Okay, so out of the 4 here, let's try the let's try it with the Galaxy Grenade. Let's try this out. Alright guys, so got a drink right here. Again, it is the Galaxy Grenade. It is watermelon, guava, and lime explosion. So, okay. Color is kind of grayish. Okay, but cheers. Not bad. I would say no. Like the flavors to come out a little bit more, but it's not bad. It's not bad. If you guys want to try out the samples shaker yourself or buy any of the products on Dubby, make sure to use my coupon code PowerJ at checkout to save 10% on your order. So again, that's PowerJ at checkout for 10% off your order. Now, back to the video.
Alright, buddy. Make your argument. Okay, so what's going on here?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Oh, don't tell me they're fake.
was actually a dummy.
How and why?
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible?
I'm gonna
No,
solve this
it
mystery in a flash!
shouldn't.
Then hurry up,
That's
dumbass!
really impossible. What's in file number 4? Okay, his body was discovered and his head severely damaged beyond repair. That should be considered the cause of death, despite
The bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
like how?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
There is
Shut
no
up,
fake
just
body.
Pick one of them.
No. No, there is no fake body. Oh, that would literally be
I'm gonna solve
impossible.
this mystery in a
So
flash.
like,
Then hurry up, dumbass!
good night, but
One of the
no.
bodies in one of the towers
Tipped over pillar.
was actually a dummy.
No.
You mean a
I
fake
used to change
body?
at some point, and the broken doorknob
Nekomaru
as
died
well.
with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
So let's tip
No
over
fair!
pillar.
You totally stole
No.
my spotlight.
Strange feeling tower. Yeah, it is literally the same thing, because like you can't just mash it to a T. So like it has to be.
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
No. It is literally impossible
I'm
to
gonna
do
solve
this.
this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Nope.
No, that's wrong!
Like, you fell off, like, because we already used that statement before.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Yep, you literally say, like, oh, it's the same body, huh?
Huh? Me?
Because you literally took out the body.
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower. We thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Yep, they all moved too.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right?
Correct.
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Exactly. Like, you're literally the ultimate mechanic. So, like, how can anyone else do it besides you? Unless you made a spare one, like, in the few minutes, seconds that we, weren't looking.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Yeah.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
You think she's joking? She's not.
You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer.
And also, like, he literally has his own alibi as to, like, why he's not the killer. Because he was literally with Gundam and Fuyiko at the time when he was killed.
If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall.
Or he could have, played around with it and just, act like he's, working with us when he really wasn't. That could be the case.
It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device like that? A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. I mean, it's kind of obvious, right? Moves in the same building, but different floors? Oh my god, what could that be? Oh no. And if we can just get all of this together, man, I wonder what could be, And do that. Boom, boom. Oh no. Evator. Oh no. Boom. Okay, you, and there we go. Elevator!
I got it!
It just seems very hard to try to get like a high score on that without, all these
You must be talking about an
other
elevator.
letters getting in the way. Just like, ugh.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall.
Yeah, not like I was trying to remember, like, how did the elevator look in this? Because like, I then was like, oh yeah, the first floor of Strawberry Hall is fourth of Grape Hall. So yeah, we saw the hallway, straight there.
It all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
That's because it was
I
moving.
see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
It's an illusion. There's nothing actually there.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The thing that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them. Not even the fact that they move with the tower or with the elevator. The one thing all these have in common. Floor? Yeah.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And? Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about that elevator. Oh, dude, there's no ceiling. Wait. True, that has no ceiling, so.
Damn it!
Oh, okay. So it's not that because it has no ceilings.
I see.
Only the floor moves.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
So how would it cause, the floor moves, but the door handles though? Wouldn't those not get in the way?
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Why are you swooning?
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Yep, just like, oh, we can't go into Strawberry Tower, Strawberry Hall. Oh my god. Yep.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
How did the killer learn that?
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Explain
Brenda,
yourself.
Please proceed.
Get cocked.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
I know.
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? The two towers are connected vertically. The position of the tower should be the same in both houses. Fun fact, when my back was facing the elevator in the Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry Tower, the Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? I know what it is. So, it has to be the contact elevator, right? It's gonna say, oh, isn't it something with
the two houses are connected
Kazuichi?
vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you,
Kazuichi's, just to make sure. It's that.
the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
They don't like you. So Gundam suddenly have matching arguments. Sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct? No, so Kazuichi's account has to be it.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
There we
No,
go.
that's wrong. The elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
Nope.
Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Yeah, you.
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Okay, that's interesting. Editing just like it just turns the camera.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
But I'm just a bear.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
All right. I think with that we should probably call it here. We are really over time, so I think probably would be best here to start the discussion of the ultimate weapon later in the next episode. But yeah, I mean, we're getting close to the end of this, but we don't really know who the killer is yet. We don't have any clues about, or like, of who could have done it. But maybe we'll find out next time. So yeah, this has been Danganronpa 2. Goodbye to Spirit. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, favorite, with all your friends. Check the links in the description below for all my social media links. And if you guys want to pick up this game for yourself, use my Amazon affiliate for Amazon, not Danganronpa 1-2 Reload or Danganronpa Decadence. Either of those will help me out a bunch. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon with my next video. Power out. Yeah.